there before they came back here.
Well, after his leg started getting better, so the war started getting crazy.
Right.
And they couldn't leave, so we had to, wait out until the war was over.
Mm.
And in '46, we were the first civilian that left Italy, or the first civilian ship. Let me put it this way.
Right. So you were back there, what, how many years? 10 years were they back there?
More than that.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, about 14 years.
Oh.
Well, I didn't know nothing about the United States.
No, right,
I was 2
because you
years
wouldn't
old.
have, yeah.
Well, I didn't know the whole thing about
Crazy.
him working in the ditches with Portuguese.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
To fall in a ditch and being left there, and that's why he got the thing.
Right, that's what
Damage.
He got buried. He got buried in a
I
cave.
thought that was from World
Crazy.
War I or something.
Oh.
Yeah, this was
But
after
it had-
World War
it
I
had to be, because that was the
my
1880s.
father was in World War I.
Right.
Wow.
And
But
him
then-
and his brother, after the World War I finished, a lot of people were, leaving because there was no work. So that's it. Come over there.
So was Nano, did he work as a garbage man in San Francisco? when
No,
they
he
lived there?
worked with they washed the bottle and pack all the bags in the paper.
Oh,
Down
okay.
on 3rd Street.
Oh, okay. I
Now
couldn't
his twin
remember
brother
what it
was working on the thing. His
Oh.
twin brother and his other brother, they both worked in the truck.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
I worked
right.
in a truck for about 3 months.
Oh, okay.
That's when I started in Terrazzo. They were not on strike, so I was bored. Had nothing to do with it. Well, come on down there. Be there at 4 in the morning. What 4 in the morning? By 11, you were through.
That's pretty cool.
And I had 2 buddies I used to hang out with. They both, Aldo Cunha, Joe and Aldo Cunha. You probably
I
remember
remember
Joe.
Cunha,
He was
yeah.
a garbage man.
Yeah, I remember him.
Then when he went to Korea, came back, he worked there a little bit, got married, then became a policeman.
Yeah, no, I remember him. I remember all those people.
I know Joe passed away.
Yeah.
I know Joe passed, and he was the healthy one. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink, he ran, he kept himself shape. Aneurysm, something he said.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Something you probably couldn't prevent, so just one of those things, huh? It's crazy.
And the mother raised those 3 kids by herself. But working as doing.
Yeah. So did Mary and her husband, I forgot his name, Joe.
Yeah.
So how long did they live? Did they live as long as Nani and Nano? Did they pass away earlier or later?
They both passed away earlier.
Earlier,
Yeah.
okay. Because I remember seeing them and being at their house, and then I don't really remember much after
My
that.
Uncle Joe passed away. My dad passed away when he was 77. And Joe, I think, he was maybe about 7 years before he did.
Oh, okay.
He was in the backyard, watering the garden that he had, and he had a stroke. That was it. I
Oh.
went to see him at the hospital, and he kind of came out of it. He used to take my mom and dad to see him. And he used to go, he couldn't talk, he couldn't move.
Right.
And Frank was there, which is his son.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, what is he? He says, he wants us to pick him up and throw him off the windows. Because he doesn't want to
He
live
doesn't
in
want
it.
to live
Exactly.
like that. Yeah, that's
Oh,
sad,
and you
isn't
didn't do it either.
Oh.
You should have
That's
done it.
Joe.
And then Mary survived him for a while.
Yeah, she survived him for about 3 years or so.
Oh, okay.
And then they had to put her in a home because she got Alzheimer real bad.
Oh, and none of their other, like none of Nani's relatives ever came to live in the United States. Brothers, sisters, nothing. No.
16?
Oh, yes.
Did they?
Oh, yeah. Uncle Louis, Uncle Joe.
Those
One
were-
was the waiter, one was the cook.
Oh, I don't remember them. And that was
Were they in the
Nani's?
Bay Area or were they
Huh?
East Coast? East Coast or Bay
No,
Area?
back in San Francisco.
Oh.
I remember Louis, the name
You
Louis and
remember
Joe.
Uncle Louis?
remember that.
He was shorter than I was.
Gosh, I don't remember that at all. No.
And Uncle Joe, he was the waiter. They both and my Uncle Louis lived with my aunt all his life.
Wait, did they live in Healdsburg? Who was in
No.
Healdsburg?
Those were friends of the
Those
family.
were friends.
Oh, okay. Because I remember going.
And it
to
was Windsor, I
Healdsburg.
think.
Or Windsor, or
Yeah.
someplace?
Yeah, Windsor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm only 8 miles from Windsor, my Russian River.
Yeah, that's right there.
Oh, okay. Where's your picture, Don?
Oh,
I'm going back in time.
Hello.
Hi.
You made it, huh?
Hello.
We don't know where they're at.
That's what I was saying. I said, Dawn, do you have
There's
some
some
photos
photos
outside?
outside.
Check them out.
Text you this one.
Yeah, okay, okay. How are you?
Oh, that's cool, man. That's where we parked.
Look who's here.
Hey, Pop! Hey! How did you get here?
How you doing?
That's my twin brother over here. How about this?
Raw fish
All
and
that was
something
on
else
the-
for my daughter.
on the
You did?
declaration.
Yeah.
That's you too, yeah.
No, it wasn't frozen. I had to
Can we read it?
carry on.
Uh-huh.
In a cooler that had
Marzetta
ice pack.
Dave Davey dot.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't think they even
Done
let
yet,
you
they-
bring an ice pack. That's
And
why
Daniel.
you
It was,
That's
Who
me.
in the heck?
I
No.
have regular ice in there
There was a
too.
misprint.
And they did let you go
Yeah.
through with
Yeah.
that?
They're
On
Italian.
Alaska?
Yeah.
He's wrong.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Danielle is
'Cause
right.
I had the
That's
blue
that,
ice
that's
and
Dan.
they don't let you go through anything.
That's hold it. That's Dan.
Yeah,
Wow,
Dan.
No,
well,
Don,
that's good.
you
I
are-
didn't, yeah.
Down to Danielle.
But then you
yeah.
said I was
want this,
Donato,
want
or
this,
then
I
it
want
was.
this. Okay. I'll give him my best shot. I thought maybe.
Girl. What's that thing? I wasn't supposed to be a boy.
Look at Don.
What?
We're supposed to be a boy.
So she wanted a boy.
When she had a boy, she wanted a girl.
There you go.
I don't know.
Got a picture.
Turn
Actually,
around.
Melissa was going, who are these people?
Those are the ones she had 16
She kind
kids.
of wanted to get rid of them. I go, those
Wow.
are my grandparents. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait.
Francesco is his name, and
Yeah.
Regina is my grandmother's name.
Okay.
Francisco
Okay,
is
what about the other one?
Francisco is
The other one with the beard.
We put corns in the bottom, and the crows, you know, they go down in there to get the corn. But see, then they have to spread their wings
To get out, right?
and they couldn't, you know, couldn't spread their wings, they couldn't fly out. Then you reach down, oh, they were nasty. So we got 2 of them. Brought them home, Donnie cleaned them up and boiled them and boiled them.
Did she want to do it, or did you talk her into it?
Huh?
Did you talk her into doing that, or did she
Oh,
want
no,
to?
she, heck, meat on table, man, she did it, no problem. Oh, yeah.
Crow, not a raven.
Crow.
Yeah, ravens, same thing.
Really?
Yeah, raven and crow, is the same
Ravens,
thing.
pretty close. The ravens are bigger.
But anyway, make a long
Las
story
Vegas
short,
ravens
man,
are as big as
couldn't eat that
cats.
thing. 2 days later, it was still like rubber.
Oh, boy.
Shot. God, you don't even know how many of those I shot.
Ravens?
Crows and ravens.
Got ravens on my roof.
Water milkshake.
Water milkshake.
Instead of using milk, I use water.
And what else?
And you and your girlfriend were over at Walnut Creek, and I made you one of those.
I don't doubt
Your favorite
it.
house.
But was it with ice cream though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. Ice cream.
ice cream and water instead of ice cream and milk.
both like
David, was it you? You told me that.
What?
That when you came, when you were 16, you came from Italy to San Francisco. You were a stowaway, but not a normal.
No, I was born in the United States.
Well, I know that, but but you weren't ready. You just jumped on.
No,
No. So who lied to me?
Wasn't
they
me.
jump on.
I didn't say it.
Oh, I thought it was. Someone said
We
that.
went to Milan, and then Grandma and Donnie made the papers.
Papers.
We
You're on
made a
the.
passport, and here we came.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I
What
was
about the
16 and
next
a half.
time?
Huh?
What about the next time?
Next time.
I never went back.
See,
I thought you said you went. I thought you said you came over, and then Donnie and Nana went home, and they wanted you back. You didn't want to go back.
No, they
And then
wanted
you
me-
finally went back.
No.
They wanted him to come back to
Let me
Italy.
explain to you.
Okay.
You got half of the story right. When we came over here, Nino and I came. After about 5 years, Nino said, well, I'll go back and get him. You really didn't need to go back and get him. But I guess he wanted to go back for the last visit. Fine. And then when he came in, they stopped, all 3 of them. They stopped in Hartford. So they start writing to me coming up here. I said, I ain't coming up there, man.
Oh, you want to go back to Hartford? Yeah, why bother?
Hell no, I don't want to go there. I got all my friends here, and I'm running around having a ball here with my, I would say with my uncle, uncle. Well, you don't know him. Yeah.
The twin uncle?
Huh?
Joe?
Joe, the one with the big nose.
That-
He was the waiter.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I stayed with him.
That was your dad's brother though?
No,
No.
that was Nonny's brother.
Oh, okay. We're
And
so
then,
confused. Okay.
and then Mary.
Oh, I remember her.
Who's
Yeah.
married?
Yeah.
Who's married?
That was his wife.
No,
Joe's wife?
that was my father's twin brother's wife.
Oh,
2 sisters married twin brothers.
See,
okay. This is.
I was right.
Okay.
You got it now? You got it, guys?
But wait,
Joe and
was it?
Serafino were twins.
No, Joe. It's
No.
yeah. Joe and Serafino are
Yes.
twins.
And-
Joshua.
And they
Joshua,
met,
they call him
Joshua.
over there.
Jesuit?
Joshua.
and then they
Jesuit.
married twin.
My
Twins.
aunt Mary and my mother married the twins.
But the twins didn't marry twins. The twins married
No,
wives.
they were sisters.
Sister. Twins married sisters.
Nani
The
was a
girls
sister.
are sisters. The women are sisters. But
So the
boys-
Marzes married the Gralias.
This Gralia, yeah, my Gralia, my mother.
And then the other one, your aunt, was a
Is
Gralia.
Gralia too.
Then a turned
And the
Marzes.
other one is Marcella. And this, what has she got in his mouth?
We're gonna have to,
They took him and they sent him to the Philippines.
So good.
But he was pretty old then,
That's
so they
okay.
made him a cook for the you know,
The mess
captain.
hall? No.
No, not the mess hall. Captains and stuff like
Marissa's the one that spread that
She's crazy.
stowaway story. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I
that.
don't
No, I
think
worked
Marissa
with a
would've
guy that he
made
was
that up.
stowaway. Yeah, I worked with a guy that stowaway from Italy, but this, no relation to me.
Yeah, but you wrote your name down and you got on the boat and came back. I guess.
I was legal. I
Oh,
was
so when
born
you
here.
come back, you go to New York and then you have to take a train?
Huh?
Do you have to go to New York and then you take a train all the way to San Francisco?
From New York to here in the train. 5
Oh,
days.
did you stow away on the train?
No, we didn't stow away on anything.
It's okay now.
I'm just
That was a
checking.
long
We don't
time
care,
ago.
Dad.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm just.
I wasn't running
I'm not
moonshine
Judge
or anything
Judy.
like that. Maybe a little
Judge
marijuana
Judy.
across the border.
Yeah, I've heard that story already.
Oh my god.
Little
Now
Tijuana
the
word.
truth comes
Wait a
out,
minute.
huh?
I'm still confused, but that's okay.
Yes,
But why are you confused?
I'm so confused. I thought you came here by yourself, Dad.
No, Nino. Remember Nino?
No, I do remember
That
Nina.
was my brother.
I know.
We came together.
And you left your parents in Italy.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, Inez. I was thinking, who's Inez?
That was her name.
That was
They
her
were
name.
trying to
Inez
think
is
of-
my
Why did
brother's
you come
wife.
here?
Why not?
No, I just want to know why.
What?
Why did you and your brother decide to come here? Because it was a land of opportunity.
Better
And all
opportunity.
that
He
shit,
didn't want to be
wasn't
in
it?
Italy.
Why
or-
we came over here?
Because they hung
Yes,
Mussolini and
why?
it was time to go.
Because I didn't like it over there. They didn't like
Okay.
it. They
And
were
your brother
running
didn't
Italy.
either.
Like, this guy's idiot here, so I run the United States.
Okay.
And I call him an idiot. He's not a president. He's an Indian. And the guy before him, he was another idiot.
So who was the idiot? Was it Mussolini or the guy after Mussolini?
Huh?
Which one was the idiot in?
In Italy,
Yeah.
Mussolini. But you didn't say nothing.
No.
Mussolini, hi, Mussolini, hey, hey. You know,
He was a tough shit.
you don't want to mess with him, man. You disappear.
I heard that actually Hitler learned from Mussolini, not the
He
other way
did. A
around.
lot of things he picked up from
What
Mussolini.
did he learn?
Yeah,
Not the what?
Hitler learned how to do things through Mussolini.
he did.
Mussolini
Yeah, it's true.
wasn't
This is
like
true
Hitler's
story.
guy.
Well,
Well,
didn't
they
he
thought
get?
that-
Didn't Mussolini eventually get his due?
He got hung.
Got hung and drugged through the town.
You know what?
Were you there?
There's a lake. Okay, there's a lake here. Nono's house is here. Mussolini got shot over there, right across the lake. And this here is about 4 miles.
Then did
And
they
up
bring
here
him,
in Switzerland.
didn't they bring him to Milan to hang him, or did
That's
they?
right. Right.
I thought he still hung in Milan. Yeah, they just.
Yeah,
They must have
turned him
brought his
upside
body
down, tied him
over.
up like a hog,
Oh
upside
my
down.
god. Did that happen after you left, though?
No, I was still there.
Oh, you were still there.
So
when
you
that
were
happened.
involved in
Oh,
that?
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah,
You were involved in that.
Did you drag him? Did you put lipstick on his mouth? Did you put a hat on?
Oh, wow.
Did you have anything to do
Crazy
with that?
situation. We're a terrible Italians, I'll tell you.
You guys are bad.
Isola Bella is
Little,
the
teeny.
big lake.
But it's
It's
pretty.
an island on Maggiore.
On Lago
I
Maggiore.
stopped there once, I think.
Okay, so you came up straight across, you came right to Nono's house.
Then I was in
Lombardy.
Vernazza off Como.
Como. Como is
There's a train station that stops at Vernazza, and then from there you can go to
Varese.
Bellagio.
Not Bellagio. Varese.
Varese.
Varese is the province.
Oh, it's province. There was a train stop, and it was like the last one. It was like
That would have
Como,
been Varese.
Vernazza.
And then you
And
can
then
go
I
to
drove to, or took a bus to Vernazza. I think it was
Firenze.
Vernazza?
Firenze.
Not Firenze. Florence. No, not
Oh,
Florence. I've been there, but
Firenze must have been a small
Yeah,
town
way
there.
too far for me.
Was it a big town?
Never
down-
been.
no, it's like a tourist town. You go there, and then you go to Bellagio.
Oh, okay.
It's just another little town, like
Yeah, just a little.
yeah. And then you can go across the lake,
Huh?
and you can get on a tram that goes up the mountain, and you can ride bicycles all the way down the mountain.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's one of those little things.
They don't do that anymore.
Tourist
It's locked,
thing.
Yeah.
right?
No.
The old time, with the big thing. And where my uncle, my grandfather lived, known as That would be my grandfather.
Yeah, Nani's father.
He was a what do they call him? A sharecropper.
Oh.
But the sharecropper, he made wine for these people. That's all he did. A little bit of a garden for himself, and wine was, come the time to come with the.
And then you get your free house.
And took half, but I don't know if it was half or whatever. But I was half seen and took it. But I didn't pay attention. Anyway, make a long story short, you look across, there was like a castle. In that castle, there was a well. The well was about maybe this big around. And there was all knives sticking out like this.
Knives.
Knives. They didn't hang them. They don't guillotine them. You throw them over and goodbye, Jack.
They get sliced up. Oh, they can't come back out because there's
By the
knives.
time you got to the bottom, you were all chopped up in pieces.
That's happy.
It's like a.
Wait, who got thrown in there?
It's like a
That's
blender.
what,
Who got thrown in the well?
whoever was bad.
Oh, okay. I thought there was.
Instead of hanging them or guillotine or thing
Oh,
like that,
you
or
just
hang
threw
them.
them in there, huh?
So much
all
easier.
about it,
It's a
you
little
know.
brutal.
No more rope. No things to walk up on. No
Yeah.
traps to drop them in. You just throw them in a hole.
Jeez.
Yeah, this thing was, that's
Things were
brutal.
brutal. Now, what did Nani and Nano, did they have a little farm or something where you grew up?
Yeah, that's right. See,
The,
my Uncle Joe
yeah,
and my father, they went in the First World War.
right.
When they came out, everybody was going, like, any after war. Oh, we go to Switzerland, we go to Germany, someone went back to Germany and work. They, you know,
So his First World War was U.S.
yeah. So
Yeah.
my father and his brother came over here because they had an uncle. They stayed with him. Okay. Then my mom was working for these rich people.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they started writing to each other. And the guy, my Aunt Mary got married first.
Okay.
But they all knew each other in town.
Right.
And they lived this place, maybe 6 or 7. It was like a big motel.
Uh-huh.
And there was, each one was a family.
Like a boarding
And
house.
they all worked, this, you know, like the other guys, for the big guy. You know, one was growing wheat, the other guy was growing potatoes, you know. And the guy was in Milan, spending the money.
Yeah.
But he owned
interesting.
all the land.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I didn't acquire the land. I never knew. I never
Yeah.
knew.
Huh.
Wasn't you said like Nani was one of lots of children, and they sent her to the
But
States to
16
work?
kids.
Can you believe that?
What?
16 kids.
16 kids.
Her mother had 16
And she was sent to
My
the States.
grandmother had
had
16
16
kids.
kids.
So I think 14 survived. Two of them, two or three of them died doing birth or right
Oh,
after
I
birth.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and my
Don't remember.
and uncle and my Rosetta side, I think it was either 7 or 11.
Oh my God.
I'm all over the place.
Well, there's no birth control, so there
Oh,
you
even
go.
7 or 11.
And they were good
Grandpa,
Catholics.
Grandpa was part of 11.
Was that?
Nana was part of 11, a group of
I
11.
think it's 11.
9 kids.
Either
Then
I
Nani
think
once
7 or
told me
11.
My-
she was
my
born. She
mom's
was so
oldest
small
brother.
that she was put in a
My
shoebox
6 boys.
What?
or a little
All
drawer.
boys.
Told me that too.
Nani
she
used to
told me
say,
that
"I was
too.
so small, you could put me
When
in
she
your
was
hand
born,
when I was
they used to
born."
put her in a drawer.
And they put me in a
No,
little
they
drawer.
put it in a shoebox. when
Shoebox.
she's
It was
small.
true then.
In
Okay,
a
I'm like,
shoebox.
she's just
Oh.
playing
But
with
then She
me.
used to say she slept in a little drawer.
A
When
shoebox
she
in
was
a
baby.
drawer, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, she was tiny,
she was
but she
always.
was probably born really.
Well, she used to
tiny.
come up to me here.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
I'm not a monster of a guy either,
Yeah,
but you know,
Yeah. That's so
she
interesting.
never reached 4 feet that I can remember.
No, yeah.
Okay, who owned the gun that I have now?
That was
the old thin
that
barrel
was my
double.
grandfather. That
Your
would be-
grandfather. That's what I thought.
That would be Nani father.
Nani's father.
Nani.
That's the guy with all
Okay.
the kids.
I thought it was Serafino's father.
So it's a
No.
grab.
He
The
Yeah.
other
never had
one.
nothing to do with guns,
Okay.
that guy.
Okay.
They're big old. Built like that.
A big, tall, tall,
Yeah.
handsome.
They,
Yeah.
Smart.
yeah, all the Rosetta, they're like that, tall and kind of.
And you're a growlier.
Well, we all ended up tall.
Yeah, about him there.
Just because his legs are like growlier. Remember you said
My
that?
uncle Chick, they call
That's
it.
when my legs were
Francisco's
messed
name
up.
was.
Okay.
Siblings. Did anybody come to the U.S. besides Nani and
Well,
Her
Nani came
sister.
Nani came here?
Okay, 2 brothers,
Oh, okay.
Joe and
Joe.
Louis.
Okay.
They stayed
Uh-huh.
with my aunt and Mary.
Mary. And then the rest of them stayed in Italy as far as you
Some
know?
of them
or-
in France. Some I got at the time. I had uncles in France and in Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
And then right after the war, somebody else went into Germany.
Ah!
But some of those guys I never knew.
Germany and
So when
France.
Nani used to go to Italy, remember she used to go back to
Right,
Italy
She had a sister.
all the
there.
Tell him
time. Did
about
she
that.
go to
Sister
visit?
Rose.
You probably
Okay,
like to know.
She
okay.
loved her wine.
Should I? That should be
Oh.
nice.
My Aunt Rose would come over there. You better put
You
the
know what
bottle
you should
of wine
preface
there.
it? Hey.
Really?
Say,
Oh,
"How's that?"
okay.
loved
Okay.
her.
Because I always remember
'Cause I
Nani
took
going
the
back
And
to
you know
Italy
what?
all the time, you know.
And you know what? She was a bad girl of the family.
Uh-oh.
She had a boyfriend.
Who was that?
Uh-oh.
Who was that?
Nani's sister.
Nani's
Rose.
sister,
Mary.
Rose.
Oh, Rose, not Mary.
Rose, yeah.
And
Oh.
Rose,
Mary would be a bad
Rose
name
had
for
two
a
boys,
nice girl.
Hugo and Raffaele.
Oh. Now, where did Rose live? What?
Not too far from.
In Sin, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
She lived in
That's
Sin.
it, and that's
No.
all. She had Raffaele wasn't her husband was somebody else.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so Pop,
1 out of 16.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh, I think it was 16 or 14 or
My
16.
God.
would you say we were 100% Italian?
Oh, here we
You were, yes.
Who's not?
No,
One of
all-
them?
No, all of them. Yeah, all of you. Yeah,
It's almost all true.
every time. See,
He had-
because you're. Oh, there's nobody on that side of the family. Your mother's
right.
side,
They were
the
from
pure
Sicily.
it's Italian.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
They were all from Sicily,
Everything.
correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Alcohol, illegal stuff from Sicily? Or do you think that, wasn't that?
where did you hear that?
I heard that from
Probably
somebody.
from Marissa again.
Marissa.
Marissa didn't know any of this. No, I thought that there was
Is it true
something
that-
that his family was doing to make money, but it wasn't legal. in
During the
Sicily.
Prohibition?
Your
Grandpa's family.
Grandpa-
Our Grandpa DeVico's
Ludovico,
family.
his father.
Yeah.
He knew people that did that.
Oh,
farm,
maybe that's
up in the farm down by San Jose.
Now,
Oh.
That
Grandpa's
was then.
father was the
But-
one that he gave you that gun, that chrome gun,
That was Grandpa's. Yeah, Grandpa
Father.
Mel.
because
father.
he used to deliver.
His name is
paychecks.
Cologio.
See, I said
Because
Collagido
he-
last night.
I saw it
was-
on that list.
He was
You were saying
delivering
Sal.
paychecks
And
to
they
the
work with
waterfront.
Salvatore.
Right, I know
They
that
called you a
story.
few times.
And
I
then
said
someone said,
that.
"You need a gun. You got all this money. You got all this, you know." And
I'm
You
gonna
did,
tell
that's
you.
what I
said.
I'm
he
gonna
got
tell
it.
you a
Then
lot.
Grandpa got it. Didn't know what to do with it, and you got it.
No, Grandpa left it in the sink. I was scared of it, so I said, "I'll take it."
But Mayor bought him a gun,
You still have it.
and I have all that.
Dave
I
has
have
all these guns. He's an
He has-
arsenal.
I have
He
that.
had
I
a
had my
gun from
buddy.
both sides.
Yeah.
That's from your mother's side.
I
and he's
know.
got
I didn't know that.
My
Interesting.
grandfather's shotgun.
So
I
that's
was looking under the
super
bed trying to
old.
plug something into Grandma's house when I lived there after my divorce, and I go, "Oh, what's that? Oh, a holster." And a holster. I knew he had a gun, but I didn't know where it was. But it was strapped to the back of the nightstand. But Mayor got him that. I have the receipt and the box. 38 special
Mm-hmm.
snub nose Smith and Wesson. He had it behind the bed.
Oh, who did that?
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Oh, did he?
And then when he died, I'm looking around and Grandma says, "There's something not working. I'm looking for plugs." And I go, "What is that?"
There you
I
go.
grabbed it and I called Lynn too. I said, "Hey, I got that. Just want you to want to know. I got the gun and it had some bullets in it. I think it had bullets in it.
Come on, baby.
And you know, oh good, I'm glad you got that. You
It
know?
should if it's under his
Who
bed.
knows?
So you got the
I
gun.
got that one too.
See, I didn't know that Grandpa ever owned the gun.
No, that like I
Never
said,
did.
I forgot. I knew about that one, but then I know for some reason there was some, and it was probably in the '60s or something, because I had to remember it, because you know when Mayor bought him a gun because she was in the military, right?
Right.
And I said Marie Del Carlo,
Carlo.
whatever, and
Yeah.
on it how much it cost, the gun, where she got it, like at the PX or whatever it was, like in the regular box, which is worth some money actually, in that kind of. But
Don't you remember?
Grandpa Mel could know shoot a gun if he had to.
Don't you
No, he
remember
doesn't know.
Grandpa
I don't know.
talking about
That's
that
what
all the time?
surprised
No,
me.
I
It's
got it
still
going
there.
behind the
See, he had that
headboard.
one and he gave it to me
That's
because they
what's
were
where it was,
afraid of
though.
it.
Right.
Because it's
But
supposed
this
to
is
be
like
loaded.
years later.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Stuff all your money in there and put it up there. You know, behind the chimney. You know, there's a chimney up there. Put it back there safe. And a lot of us, you pull the drawer out of the stove and put it on the floor. Hey, I walked out
Won't
of
it
there
burn?
with $5,000 in cash between the two of them.
Really?
If anybody knew that, they'd go in the cellar just for for $2.
Yeah.
Scared the hell out of me.
Yes, you.
Right then I told her, Mom, why are you bringing $2,000 to the hospital? Because the nurse told me, says, you know, when you check out, you go by the front office, your mom in an envelope, there was some money. It says, she has money there with an envelope. What would she bring money for? We don't know, but she brought her money. She's got $2,000 in there.
She wanted it all to stay at home.
No. So then I start quizzing her, you know. Mom, you got any money around the house? You know, I knew that she was going back. She stayed at the house, and that was the last straw. I couldn't leave her alone no more. And look, she didn't want to stay at the house. Oh, I want to go back. I go back. Yeah, okay. We drove her down a couple of times, you know.
Yeah.
I'll say everything is fine, you know. Fine, okay. Bring her back home. I mean, my home. And then finally, the doctor says, no, from here she goes to a home.
Yeah.
Great.
That's the
So they
hard
found
part,
this one.
yeah.
She was good.
Yeah.
But she was so out of it, she didn't know who
She
it was.
didn't know. Yeah.
Alzheimer really got to her.
Yeah.
But her hair was still beautiful and curly.
Curly. Yeah.
Every time I see Jerry, you know, in the sun,
Uh-huh.
she reminded me of Noni so much.
Lonnie had all the little
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
waves.
see what I
Yeah,
mean?
I remember that. Yeah.
Guys, do you see any stripes here? Huh? No stripes. I'm not a referee. You want to fight?
There you
Wait
go,
until
no
I leave.
fighting. Remember where she used to hide? I remember this in San Francisco too, where she used to hide the candies that she didn't want Nano to find.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, she did.
And,
Here.
oh, and then the chocolate covered cherries. I remember one time she lifts up and this is in San Mateo.
Yeah.
Lifts open the couch and she had 2 boxes of them underneath the
Yeah.
couch, underneath the thing. And then she put them back down. She says, "Don't tell him this is where it is." And she would hide candy. I remember even in San Francisco, she
I
had
know.
big Hershey
I
bars.
know.
She would hide them all over the house so he wouldn't eat them.
She'd give him some,
But not right.
Oh.
Otherwise, he'd eat the whole
he's-
thing, right?
I'm as bad as he is.
Yeah.
Said then, you guys, do you see any stripes here? Huh? No stripes. I'm not a referee. You want to fight?
There you
Wait
go,
until
no
I leave.
fighting. Remember where she used to hide? I remember this in San Francisco too, where she used to hide the candies that she didn't want Nano to find,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh, she did.
And,
Here.
oh, and then the chocolate covered cherries. I remember one time she lifts up and this is in San Mateo. Lifts open the couch and
Actually,
she
Melissa
had
was
2
going.
boxes of them underneath the couch.
Those are the ones she had
underneath the-
16
Kind of
kids.
wanted to get rid of
And
them.
she
Those
put
are
them
my
back down.
grandparents. Oh, I'm sorry.
Francesco is
I
his
remember in
name.
San Francisco,
And
she had
Regina
big
is my
Hershey
grandma.
bars.
I know.
She would hide them all over the
What about
house
the
so
other
he
one?
wouldn't eat them.
The other
She'd
one with
give
the
him
beard.
some, but
But not right. Otherwise, he'd eat the whole thing, right?
I'm as bad as he is. Water milkshake.
Water
Milkshake.
Instead of using milk, I used water.
And what else?
And you and your girlfriend were over at Walnut Creek, and I made you one of those.
I don't doubt
favorite
it.
house.
Was it with ice cream though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. Ice cream.
ice cream and water instead of ice cream and milk.
You were the first civilian that left.
Grandpa's family.
Grandpa,
Our grandpa DeVito's
Ludovico,
family.
his father,
Yeah.
You were back
he
there,
knew people.
what, how many years?
Oh,
Up in the farm down by San Jose.
Yeah, about
No.
14
Oh.
years.
That
Grandpa's
was then.
father was the one
I didn't know nothing
that
about it.
he gave you that gun,
Right, 'cause you looked
that
at-
chrome gun,
That was Grandpa's, Grandpa
Father.
Mel,
because he
father.
used to deliver.
His name is
paychecks.
Cologio.
See, I said
Because
collagen
he-
last night.
I saw it on that list.
He was delivering
Paychecks.
paychecks to the waterfront. Right, I know that story. And then someone said, "You need a gun. You got all this money. You got all this, you know." And he got it. Then Grandpa got it. Didn't know what to do with it. And you got it.
No, Grandpa left it in the
A
safe.
lot
I
of
was
people were
scared of
you
it.
know, leave it.
So I
because
said,
it
I'll
was
take
for
it.
work, so that's the
But Mayor bought him a gun.
You still have it?
And I have all
Dave
that.
has all these guns. He's an
Yeah.
arsenal.
I have
Yeah, they
my
got from
buddy.
both sides.
Yeah.
That's from your mother's side. And he's
Oh,
got
I didn't know that.
my grandfather's.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was looking under the bed trying to plug something into Grandma's house
His twin
when I
brother
lived
and
there
his
after
other
my
brother, they
divorce.
both worked in the
And I go, "Oh, what's
Oh,
that?
okay,
Oh,
okay.
a
I
holster."
worked in a truck for
And a holster. I knew it had a gun, but I didn't know where it was.
When I
But it
started
was
driving, they were
strapped to the
so
strapped to the back of the nightstand.
Well, come on down there.
But Mary
Be there
got him
at 4
that.
in
I
the
have
morning.
I have the receipt and the box. 38 special,
Mm-hmm.
snub nose
And I had two
Smith
buddies
and
I used
Wesson.
to hang out with.
And he had it behind the bed.
Who did that?
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Oh, did he?
And then when he died, I'm looking around and Grandma says, "Yeah, something's not working. I'm looking for plugs." I go, "What is that?" I grabbed it and I called Lynn too. I said, "Hey, I got that. This is what you want to know. I got the gun and it had some bullets in it. I think it had bullets in it.
Come on, baby.
And you know, oh good, I'm glad you got that.
It
should. Who knows?
So you got the
I
gun?
got that.
See, I didn't know that Grandpa ever owned the gun.
No, that, like I
Never
said,
did.
I forgot. I knew about that one, but then I know for some reason there was some, and it was probably in the '60s or something, because I had to remember it. Because you know, when Mary bought him a gun because she was in the military, right?
Right.
And I said Marie Del Carlo, whatever, and on it, how much it cost, the gun, where she got it, like at the PX or whatever it was, like in the regular box, which is worth some money actually, in that kind of a.
Grandpa Mel could not shoot a gun if he had to.
No, he doesn't know. I don't know. That's what surprised me.
That's
It's
what
still
surprised
there.
me. See, he had that one and they gave it to me because they were afraid of it.
Right.
Because it's
But
supposed
this
to
is
be
like
loaded.
years later.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Stuff all your money in there and put it up there. You know, we had the chimney, you know, there's a chimney up there.
And he had a stroke.
Put it back there safe. And a lot of us, you pull the drawer out of the stove and put it on the floor. I want that
Want it
with
burned?
$5,000 in cash between the two of us.
Really?
If anybody knew that, they'd go in the keller just for $2. Scare the hell out of me.
Oh, you didn't do it.
I
And then
told
so that
Mom,
Mary survived.
why are you bringing $2,000 to the hospital? Because the nurse told me, says, you know, when you check out, you go by the front office, your mom had an envelope, there was some money in it. She has money there with an envelope. What would she bring money for? We don't know.
Yes.
She brought the money, she got
Uncle Louis,
$2,000.
Uncle Joe.
You wanted it all to stay at
One
home.
was the leader, one was the cook.
So then I started squeezing.
Were they in the Bay Area or were they?
You got any money?
No,
out
back in
of
San
the
Francisco.
You know, I knew that she was going to back
You
to
remember
the
Uncle Louis?
house.
He was the
That was
first
the
than
I couldn't leave her alone no more.
And Uncle Joe
And look,
was the
and look, she
waiter.
didn't want to stay at the house.
They broke
Oh, I
on-
want to go back. I go.
And my Uncle Louis
Yeah,
lived
okay.
in my man. All his
We
life.
drove down a couple of times. You know. Oh, say everything is fine. You know.
Who was in
Ah, okay.
Galesburg?
Those were friends.
Those were friends.
Oh.
I mean, my
I
own.
remember going
And it
to
was
Gil-
Windsor, I think.
And then finally,
Yeah.
the doctor said,
Windsor.
Oh, okay.
no, from here.
So
she
I'm only
was
8
so
miles from Windsor. My
Yeah.
freshman
Great.
year.
Yeah, that's right.
So they
Hard
found
part,
this one.
yeah.
She was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she was so out of it, she didn't know who it
She
was.
didn't know. Yeah.
Alzheimer really got to her.
Yeah.
But her hair was still beautiful and curly.
Curly. Yeah.
Every time I see Jerry, you know, in the sun,
Uh-huh.
she reminded me of Noni so much.
Lonnie had all the little
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
waves.
see what I
Yeah,
mean?
I remember that. Yeah.